Hey guys, and welcome to a new news episode. We have a couple of things to talk about. Let's start with Halloween. It is right around the corner and ghost type Pokemon will be appearing more often. It is time to put your catching skills to the test during the Catch Mastery Ghost event. It will run from October 25th from 8 am till 10 pm. So the whole day on October 25th pretty much. It features Drifloon will be appearing more often in the wild. If you're lucky you might encounter a shiny one. So Drifloon was already shiny released for 2 years or something. So it's not a new shiny, but who knows, maybe they are going to increase the odds of getting a shiny, that would be great. There will be exclusive timed research available only during this event. So there will be a research that you need to complete between 8 am and 12 pm in the Today section rather than the special event section. Complete event exclusive field research task to encounter ghost type Pokemon and earn Gengar Mega Energy. Okay, so from the quest from the Pokestops, you can either get ghost type Pokemon encounters or Mega Gengar Energy. It's going to be interesting to see how easy the quests are going to be, how often they are going to be, and how much energy you can get per quest. Bonuses. During this event, you'll earn additional XP when catching Pokemon with nice, great, excellent, and curveball throws. Okay, so I'm betting that if you can constantly get curved, great throws in, that you will be able to get a solid amount of XP. No word, of course, on how big the bonus is going to be. If it's going to be twice as much or 3 times as much. But yeah, it's going to be a little bit of an XP event. And a Halloween event related with Mega Gengar Energy and Ghost type Pokemon. Updates to Mega Evolution. The duration that Pokemon stay in their Mega Evolved form has doubled from 4 to 8 hours. This is officially from Pokemon Go Live. The cap for Mega Energy has increased from 999 to 2000. This limit applies to each individual type of Mega Energy, not the total amount of Mega Energy you have across Pokemon species. Yeah, so for every type of Pokemon species, for example, let's take Charizard, you can have a maximum of 2000. So it's possible to have like 1800 energy for Charizard and have 1900 energy for Blastoise and so on. 2000 is the new limit. And the evolution will be twice as long, so 8 hours is now the minimum. It's not a special event feature. This is the new normal for Mega Evolution duration time. Going to League Talk then, an exclusive special weekend event is available to US players who sign up for Grubhub Plus. So we know that there's been a couple of events for certain locations now going on. We had one from Mexico, we have one from USA now, might have forgotten another one. Let's go to the full details here. It's going to feature shiny ferroseed again. So let's see, it is from November 8th, Sunday. It is from 11 am till 2 pm, so a 3-hour event. Trainers were excited to announce that we are partnering with our friends at Grubhub to give trainers in the United States the opportunity to take part in an exclusive event. Trainers will be able to participate in a special weekend event. Don't miss your chance to take part in the exciting in-game event. Special weekend event presented by Grubhub. Starting today, October 15, 2020, traders in the United States can sign up to take part in the exclusive event, the special weekend. Traders will submit their email here and join Grubhub Plus, the membership offering one-of-a-kind rewards for the food and restaurants they love. We'll get a ticket to the event while supplies last. So there's a maximum amount of event tickets. That seems a bit strange to me. I would imagine that they want to sell as many tickets as they can, and it does not seem to be tied to a certain location, so I don't see a problem with many people buying these tickets. Anyway, as Grubhub Plus members, traders can enjoy unlimited free delivery from their favorite restaurants, exclusive member perks and more. Tickets are limited to 1 per Pokemon Go account and will be available until October 28th. Learn more here. So you will have from October 15th till October 28th to get a ticket for the event of November 8th. The tickets provide traders access to event exclusive timed research and special Pokemon attracted to insets on Sunday, local time, anywhere in the United States. Upon ticket redemption, players participating will receive an exclusive event badge. How to get a ticket? You can obtain a ticket for the special weekend by completing the following actions by October 28th. Submit your email address on the special weekend page. You will then receive an email from Grubhub within 48 hours. If you're new to Grubhub Plus, sign up for Grubhub Plus trial using the link in the email and following the prompts. Special weekend tickets will be sending out starting on November 4 via an email from Grubhub. Eligibility. The tickets are available to new and current Grubhub Plus members. Traders who are new to Grubhub Plus must join using the link in the email description above and will also receive a 14-day free trial through this promotion. Traders who are current Grubhub Plus members must only submit their email address on the special weekend event page by October 28 in order to register for this promotion and receive a ticket. Tickets will be sent out starting on November 4th, so just one day before the event. More information about the process and eligibility can be found here. Only one code can be redeemed per PoGo account. Codes are personal and cannot be transferred or traded. Available in the US only, or sold. Tickets redemption will be available on the Niantic redemption portal from Wednesday, November 4th at 10 a.m. to Sunday, November 8th. You'll be able to redeem the promotional code included in the ticket on our offer redemption website. Help send the article for more information on how to redeem promotional codes. Okay, so it's on November 8th, so you have 4 days before the event starts. You will get the email. Ticket redemption will be available on the Niantic redemption portal. Yes, okay, so the spawns are going to be Bulbasaur, Charizard, Squirtle, Pikachu, Unown, 2 versions of Unown, Sableye, Patrat, Minccino, ferroseed. So what letters do this look like? L and O maybe? And they are only available through Incense. So 3 hour long, you can get these Pokemon from Incense. Note that there is no shiny icon for the Unown, and it was stated somewhere that shiny Unown will not be available for this event. Timed research encounters then, so this will be in the today section. You'll get timed research. You have a Chansey, Mawile, Spoink, Bronzer, Gibble, and Seawall encounter that you can get from the test. Then the new shiny is going to be Ferroseed and Ferrothorn. And that's it. That is the event. So we can see a couple of interesting spawns. No word on the costume Pikachu, seems to be the normal version. Of course, Ferroseed is going to be the biggest hype for the event. Trying to get that new shiny during the 3 hours. Not releasing shiny Unown is definitely an interesting decision. I don't know why they made that decision, because it seems that more people will be likely to buy tickets to have a chance at those exclusive shiny Unowns. And then from the timed research you have an interesting Gibble, of course. And yeah, that's everything for that event. So note it was only for the USA. Pokeminers then, as reported in Discord, the Charmander Special Research Ticket event times have been updated in Game Master. We have some updates here to the Mega Candy that we just went through. And we're going to go to the spooky message here in this breakdown from the data mine. First we have some new Pokedex entries, so we can see here Galarian Ponyta, Galarian Rapidash, Galarian Yamask with its evolution Runerigus are all added. So we knew about Runerigus, and we made the logical conclusion that then obviously Galarian Yamask must be added as well, which is probably going to happen for the Halloween event. But now Galarian Ponyta and Galarian Rapidash have also been added. So it seems like they might be another surprise for the Halloween event. Halloween pose, a new spooky pose is coming, some Halloween clothing, Gengar onesie and some mask and Yanmask top hat. Crown Tundra coating, yeah, because the new release of Crown Tundra for the Sword and Shield Pokemon DLC is going to be released or released soon. I'm not sure about the time, sorry about that. And these are most likely the same clothing that is shown off in the artwork. So as you know, always when there is a new Pokemon game brought out or new DLC, then Pokemon Go will do something with it. For the first Let's Go it was with the Meltdown box, and after that it's been a lot with clothing. Box names to go with spooky boxes that we found. So Pumpkin Pack, Boo Bundle and Creepy Crate are going to be called. Halloween Special Research. Okay, we're not going to read through the entire thing. As you can see, you'll get a Spiritomb like expected, but they also sound like they will be spawning in the wild too. That will be interesting because Spiritomb at the moment is a very rare Pokemon. If they're going to spawn in the wild, they're obviously going to be less rare, although it depends on the spawn rate obviously. If the spawn rate is going to be the same like a Unown for example, then they're obviously still going to be extremely rare. But it is it is probable that they're going to release Spiritomb in the wild. I mean, it has been rare for long enough, and I don't really see the point of keeping it like an extremely rare Pokemon for a long time. I would also imagine that they're going to shiny release it at some point. Let's hope that they're going to shiny release it during Halloween. That would be fun. But yeah, we'll see. New events. So the Grubhub event and some Niantic updates. Alright. Then we have some Reddit posts. This one is from Tangent444, and he talks about the meta cores for the Master League and Master Premier. Well, actually these cores seem to be only for the Master Premier, and we can see 3 core Pokemon combinations that are used often. So we can see here Metagross, Dragonite and Snorlax, and they are putting some non-meta but relevant Pokemon that could be used to counter these Pokemon. And we can see from the bars how well they perform against each one of them. So for example, if you look at Gyarados here, it has a green color here. And that is to say that it's going to win against Metagross. Okay. Then it's going to have a narrow loss against Dragonite. And it's having a narrow win against Snorlax. So that's how it works. We can see that for Garchomp it's doing very well against both the Metagross and Snorlax. But it is losing against, it is even against Dragonite. And we can see that Magnezone is even against both Dragonite and Snorlax, and is winning big time against the Metagross. So there are 2 more cores that are shown here. We have a core here with Swampert, Magnezone and Togekiss, and some potential counters with Torterra, kind of spicy, Mamoswine and Snorlax. And here we have another core with Garchomp, Gyarados and Metagross. And it could be countered with some things like a Togekiss, although it doesn't do too well against Metagross, Gengar, which doesn't do too well against Garchomp, and Dragonite, which is not doing too well against Metagross. Continuing with more PvP posts, we have another article by GRE47. He has really been going at it. He's made many interesting Reddit posts. Definitely one of the most interesting, one of the best Reddit users. We can see that he's talking about the new Shadow Pokemon that were released. So we know that Aerodactyl and Skarmory are some of the most interesting Pokemon for the upcoming leagues to see how its Shadow version is going to perform. And he's talking about a couple of other Pokemon as well. As usual, it's a very lengthy article, so I'm only going to the conclusions. Shadow Aerodactyl is pretty much a straight upgrade. Though Flying Cup is probably the only place where Aero will remain relevant anytime soon. It picks up wins over Gyarados, Gliscor and Mantine and beats everything else regular Aerodactyl already did that in the meta. And unlike the others in this article, you don't have to wait for the opportunity to TM frustration away, as it can operate with just Rock Slide, or arguably even with just fast moves, and lose little to no ground. This is the easiest plug and play option in this entire write-up and the one I recommend hard pursuing the most. Okay, so he's making some interesting points. He is saying that Shadow Aerodactyl is going to win a few extra matchups and still winning the same matchups that a regular Aerodactyl would do as well. But he's also stating that there's really no need to go for a second move, so we can keep that frustration. So even if there's no TM frustration away event, GRE is stating that Shadow Aerodactyl is still very useful with just its fast move and one charge move with the rock moveset. Shadow Skarmory is neither better nor worse, just different. If you want to see all the matchup differences, scroll up. There's a decent sized list. Okay, so because Skarmory is going to get a higher attack, it will defeat a couple of Pokemon extra that it wouldn't before. But at the same time, because it has less defense, it is now going to lose to a couple of Pokemon extra that it wouldn't in its normal form. So that's basically what it means. It is still very good, but it's going to perform slightly differently. So it has differently good matchups and different bad matchups basically. Mostly the same with Jumpluff, Shadow Jumpluff compared to normal Jumpluff. The Shadow version and the Purified version with Return are both viable and different flavors of a mon that's already a tad underrated anyway. Worth looking for a good one. So, I mean, knowing that Skarmory and Jumpluff are some of the best Pokemon to use in the Great League, yeah, might as well go for the Shadow versions and have different kind of good matchups. Still, I want to see how these Pokemon are going to play out in the meta, how it is going to be used in teams, But it's looking like you might as well try to get a good one. Slowbrow Slowking really don't stand to gain much from being shadows, and in Ultra League, where they have any real play at all, Shadow is a downgrade. Okay, so they're stating that Slowbrow and Slowking, I guess they weren't that great already, but now with Shadow versions, they're actually going to be worse. I guess they relied a lot on their defense, so obviously being Shadow, you're going to have less defense, which just doesn't work on a Slowbro or Slowking. So there's really no reason to go for it. And the same can also be said of Cloyster, which is also relying a lot on its bulk. So yeah, decreasing its defense is just not going to help. The others are all pretty much worthless in PvP, even more so than the slow show off only. And he's probably talking about things like Duck Trio, for example. Moving on to the next Reddit post. This is by GR8. And he's stating that the Shadow Mewtwo does have an IV floor of 6, meaning that the minimum IVs of a Shadow Mewtwo that you're going to capture from Giovanni is going to have at least 6 IVs. Okay, so it's impossible to get a 0 attack IV. You will have at least a 6 IV. So the worst possible Mewtwo you can get from Giovanni has 666 IVs. That also is going to mean that catching the Mewtwo with a weather boost is going to be irrelevant, because normally a weather boost means that the IV floor is going to be 4. It does not mean that the IVs are going to get boosted. No, it simply means that the IV floor is 4, so you're starting up higher. But now the IV floor is 6 anyway, so it is totally irrelevant that the weather boost has an IV floor of 4, because the IV floor of 6 is higher. So I hope you get that. So that means that you don't have to wait for a weather boosted Mewtwo, you can just catch it right now. Although I would advise trying to catch it during a double candy event. Yeah, that's everything about that. Next one from Der War the Money. He's stating that you can find interesting statistics in the user data by sending an email to Niantic. Okay, as most of you probably know, you can request all data Niantic has collected about you. Besides things like locations you have visited or purchases you have done, there is a file called your@mail.com gameplay.txt, which contains all your current Pokemon and your stats. At the very bottom are your badges. Not only did I find all my in-game visible stats, but I also found some you can't see. Here's the list. So apparently by asking for this information, he was able to find things that we normally could not find, like for example how many Pokeballs he's thrown in total. So he was able to find out that he has thrown a total of 375,800 Pokeballs. Of course he could compare that to how many Pokemon he has caught, and he could see on average how many Pokeballs it took per Pokemon, which personally I would find it interesting to see. Raise X total gym badge prestige, the total amount of points for gym prestige that he's got, I suppose. Reduce X total gym prestige, badge 7-day streak, so he has done 48 7-day streaks in a row, or in total I suppose. Badge unique raid passes defeated, so he has defeated 46 different type of raid passes. Visited X unique Pokestops, so in total he has visited 8,355 different kind of Pokestops. Badge rate with friends 615, badge Pokemon caught at your lures 350. So he has caught 350 Pokemons that were from a lure spawn. At your lure, so maybe only the ones that you have activated yourself. Okay, so I think this might be interesting to find this information for yourself. So as the Run the Money is stating, you can just send an email to Niantic requesting your data, and then you can find these kind of data for your own account. Then from Megagulaire, new info. Even though Niantic previously stated the increased distance for gyms Pokestops interaction will be permanent, they have rescinded the statement. Another post about it here, and we can see it in the changelog, officially from Niantic. Move the Pokestop gym interaction radius to the Pokestop gym section, as this bonus will be available for the foreseeable future, but not permanent. It will not be permanent. Okay, so that means that we thought that the double radius for Pokestop and gyms, so the increased radius for Pokestop and gyms that we've been having for a couple of months now, we thought that that's going to be forever, because Niantic made such a post that it seemed like it was going to be forever this way. But now they're still stating that it's actually a temporary bonus, and that at some point they're going to put the gym radius back to what it was before the whole COVID situation, which means that you are going to have to stand closer to gyms and Pokestops to spin them. So this is very unfortunate. The community is not really understanding why they are going to move back. It doesn't seem like there's any profit in it really. Maybe they hope they can get more people to buy Pokeballs. This is definitely unfortunate. Niantic Indigo, Niantic support, has made a reply here. Hi all, sorry for this. It was a mistake on our part that we categorized it as a permanent change on this page before. We changed it so it's now correctly in line with our previous blog post. So they're stating that they made a mistake, that they accidentally put it as a permanent change, while it was not their intention, and now they have fixed their mistake. Okay, we can believe them, or we can say that they've changed their minds. Well, let's not go in there, but it's definitely unfortunate. So that's everything that I have to share for today. Yeah, let's see when more information comes out, and we'll make a new episode, and we'll see you then.